My name is Tiki, and I'm still a uni student. Okay, for sure, I consider myself as like a young adult. I think nowadays the consumer products that being offered nowadays like it's all about the advertisement. I'm a shoe lover, so I love Nike so much, and then because of their emphasis in their advertisement, so I will know more about the product information. So I have the willing to buy it. Brand loyalty is a thing. I truly feel that because I'm so loyal to one of the brand. It's like Nike, because it's pretty much cover all the NBA star that I love. Brand loyalty still exists, but it's not like too popular right now. This kind of culture is kind of changing because nowadays a lot of high bees who are who only buy purchase something expensive, but they don't even know what the product is or uh, what is their aim to buy it. They just want to buy something expensive and then show off. This is what it called high bees. They don't have the loyalty. Like the people is not only purchase the stuff just because of brand, they purchase the stuff because of the price or the value. To be honest, for me, quantity is more value than quality. I love to purchase something that is unique. If I can buy a variety of shoes, is way more better than I only buy one very exclusive shoes. Just because it is mass production, it's definitely a good thing. Especially for basketball shoes, I'm focusing on the performance perspective.
My name is Claudia and I'm 24 years old. I work in the marketing department as a marketing officer. I consider myself as a young adult. My viewpoint on brand loyalty. From my perspective, I think that brand loyalty isn't as important as it was before. And nowadays, with technology advances so fast, we're able to research online and to compare prices, compare reviews in order to make an informed decision on what to purchase. When it comes to quality versus quantity, I definitely think that I'd value quality a lot more. As young people, we're very much educated on the idea of globalization and our identity as a global citizen. And we care a lot more than the value that we pay for that product, but we also care about the entire production line and how that product came about. In terms of the culture of mass production and consumption, I definitely think that it is a culture that is prominent in nowadays society because it's very tempting to have companies coming out with products that are, of very low value, but you get a pretty decent quality product out of it. And I think the cause of this culture that there has been a lot of technological innovations and breakthroughs in science that really have radically changed how we experience our life. We are now looking for a higher quality of life, so that's why we aim to purchase material goods that would give us that quality of life nowadays.
My name's Jake Dempsey. I'm a graphic designer. I turned 26 last Monday and consider myself a young adult. So as a surfer in the local community, I notice rubbish on the beach. I'm concerned with mass consumer products that use plastic packaging. I see a lot of punnets of apples when I go to Woolworths and they're in unnecessary packaging. In terms of surf gear, quality over quantity for sure. So I think for certain things like wetsuits, you need good quality, otherwise you're going to be cold during winter. And likewise with boards, there's no point buying a surfboard if you're not happy with it. I more so see the problem of mass consumption in food products. in packaging, in plastic packaging, going out to like everyone's lunch boxes at school or at work. Although there are lots of waste in your phones and phone chargers and laptops and technology, I'm not the kind of person that's going to chase that new technology every single year. I don't need to chase that iPhone that's been released every year. Marketing can help people to fall into bad habits. They see a lot of different marketing out there that might say they need this product, they need this, they need that to be happy, when it's not true. True happiness comes from connections with nature, connections with your friends, your family.
3 tsunami waves struck. Over 2,000 people have been declared dead.
My name is Lucy, and my occupation is retiree. Unfortunately, I'm in the elderly population. Well, consumer products these days have an amazing range. It's overwhelming sometimes. For me, I tend to just stick to what I know. Brand loyalty is important to me. To me, it's tried and proven. I like to stick to most of the products that I buy, be it grocery items, shoes, clothing, magazines. Well, with other consumer products, in particularly shoes, it's the comfort level that I'm after. Yes, in fact, I would even go for the same model, same type of shoes. I would go and buy a second pair because I know that it's comfortable. In general, with consumables, food items, I would definitely go for the better quality products rather than quantity, because increasingly, there are very bad stories out there about food contamination, dodgy production and all that. Trendy, modern footwear is not worth the effort for me. It's trial and error doesn't work for me. New brands, new products on the market, I somehow don't want to waste time trying. Sometimes I'm a little conflicted about mass production, usually developing third world countries producing products, giving people a livelihood. So my conflict is, if we don't buy these mass-produced, generally lower quality products, we are depriving these people's livelihood. But I do feel for the people who are dependent on producing these products for their livelihood.
If you're leaving the plants in the ground, don't cut the leaves like this. You only cut the leaves.
My name is Michael Brennan and I'm now retired. I'd consider myself a young adult, but I'm actually elderly. The consumer products these days, I would consider the production of them, they're too great a production in numbers and volume, unnecessarily using too much of the resources. As technology advances, then the technology companies have to keep up with these things, such as Apple releasing a new product every 2 years or so, a new release of their phone. So the advantages are there. It's very advantageous to have some of these things. But for me, a lot of these new features are unnecessary and they don't enhance my quality of life at all. And with the example of the mobile phones, I actually had an old Nokia phone that just did phone calls and text messages only, and that was sufficient for my requirements. Brand loyalty to me is associated with quality of a product. Brand loyalty even goes beyond the specific brand. For example, a car, a vehicle. Toyota, we've had a Toyota vehicle for many years, and that sort of thing, if I was considering another car, I would certainly consider that would be one of the top manufacturers that I'd consider. But it also goes beyond brand loyalty to the manufacturing origin as well. So generally, if a product is made in Japan, we know it's good quality. Regarding quantity versus quality, I would definitely go for quality. Mass-produced things doesn't appeal to me at all. And regarding my attitude of mass production and consumption and so on, it's using too much of the world's resources, which are limited.